Wysteria, energy, twister. Hello everyone, welcome back to our wonderful Christmas Witch. We're now on chapter 9. 6 a.m. comes bright and early. Well, that isn't true. I'm not feeling bright, and we aren't early. In fact, we're 10 minutes late, and I'm sure Agnes is having a mild stroke right about now. The streets and sidewalks are completely empty as we walk downtown to the community centre, our breath making feathers in the air. Dante is carrying our bags of cookies and Rain won't shut up. Why 6? The breakfast didn't even start till 9. We could still be in bed, and it's warm and comfy and quiet. Rain. She's making me long to go home and forget about this idea, and I know we can't. I'm serious, she grumbles. This is ridiculous. Angelo, answer. There's a lot of setup for an event like this. Batter has to be poured, toppings set out, syrup heated. Heat, I mumble. I can't feel my lips. Well, I'm glad you told Willow to stay home. She could catch a cold out here. Besides, I think Blakely is going to pop the question today. That wasn't why I told Willow to stay home. I was afraid she tried to help too much and make things worse. She's getting better, but she still slips up now and then. Besides, the WBC already told her that she couldn't help. Angelo's last words hit my brain and I freeze. What did you just say? I said. His voice trails off as he realises what he's let slip. Nothing. Oh, for crying. I can't even. Not today, I mutter, glaring at him. I warn. I'll expect a full explanation as soon as this is over. He doesn't answer. This is what the wine glasses are for, I realise. If Blakely asks my mother to marry him and she accepts, everything will change. I don't know how I feel about this news, so I shove it to the back of my mind. One thing at a time. Agnes is waiting for us at the door, arms crossed and cranky expression on her face. Sorry we're late, Angelo says, giving her this awe-shook smile. Well, at least you showed up. The other girl I hired just called to tell me she isn't coming at all. I don't point out that volunteers aren't exactly hired. Well, we're ready to get to work, Angelo says. Speak for yourself, Rain mutters. I nudge her with my shoulder and will her to hush. Agnes leads us into the community building, a long log structure with concrete floors. It's supposed to look rustic, I think, but it just looks cavernous and cold. Folding tables stand in long rows, covered with white paper tablecloths and fake greenery centerpieces. She leads us through the room to the back, where the kitchen is all stainless and commercial equipment. 4 women are mixing batter at more folding tables. Off to the side, another woman is chopping apples and nuts. She's a funny little woman, very short. She looks like she's been drawn with a bunch of circles. Round bun, round face, round belly, even her knees are round, peeking out from under the hem of a flowered skirt. She smiles when we come in and puts down her knife to come greet us. Follow me, she says. I'm Gabby, and I'll show you where your uniforms are so that you can get dressed. Uniforms? You've got to be kidding me, Rain says. No, we try to make the event as nice as possible. Gabby pauses. Is that a problem? No, I answer quickly, giving Rain a little nudge. It's fine, whatever we need to do. Gabby takes us through a short hall to the restrooms. A coat rack sits between the men and the women's signs, and she pulls down 3 of the plastic-wrapped garments that hang there. These look like your basic sizes, she says with a smile. Then her face fades. I follow her gaze and wince when I see that it's landed on the 3 bags of cookie crumbles. What are those, she asks. Cookies, Angelo answers quickly. No, they aren't. Are you trying to smuggle in some unauthorised toppings? Because that will get you in big trouble, Agnes. Unauthorised toppings? I try to keep a bubble of laughter out of my voice. Yes, Agnes taste tests, qualifies and authorises every topping we use for these events. It's an important job, maybe the most important. She crosses her arms and nods towards the bag. Care to tell me what it is and what you're doing with it? I hold my breath, willing Angelo to come up with something plausible. I can see the panic in his eyes, though. He told you they're cookies, I say quickly. Angelo holds up the bag. It's obvious that there is nothing cookie-shaped in those bags. Or at least, they were when we left home this morning. He fell on the way here and crushed them. Gabby lifts an eyebrow. And why would you bring cookies and pancake breakfast? Angela is getting a hold of panic now. I'm diabetic, he says. I need to keep something with me at all times. But there's plenty of food right here, Gabby counters. You'll be surrounded by buckets of sugary syrup. Oh, I don't really like pancakes, he answers. Was that a question? No, Angela shakes his head. I definitely don't like pancakes, or syrups, especially syrups. Gabby doesn't look convinced. I reach for Angela's arm. He has a fear of sticky things, I say, my voice dropping to a whisper. It's a PTSD situation. He's very embarrassed. He doesn't like to talk about it. You understand? Oh, Gabby says, her face going soft. Well, then, of course I understand. We have to keep tight lid on toppings, though, so please forgive me for asking so many questions. She looks at Angela and holds out her hand. If you'll just give me those, I'll keep them safe with me in the kitchen for you. This time I come up blank, and apparently so does Angela, because he reluctantly hands her the bags. She takes them and pats his hand. I promise I'll keep them safe. Now you three get dressed. We don't have much time. She hands us the uniform and walks away. I watch her go, trying to figure out how to get our cookie crumbs back. Not much time. We have 2 hours, Ray mutters. She huffs and walks into the woman's bathroom. Angela leans in and whispers, What do we do now? I have no idea, I whisper back, because it's the truth. I could have an episode, he says. Falls on the ground and moan a lot. I'm pretty sure that's a seizure, not a drop in blood sugar. Oh. What does a drop in blood sugar look like? Passing in and out of consciousness, I think. Maybe some mumbling. Oh, that's easy. That doesn't help us get the crumbs away from her, though. She'll just feed you some and take them back to the kitchen. Good point. I shrug. Think about it. I'm going to change. The bathrooms are big and clean, at least. Rain is zipping up the skirt of her uniform. This is the ugliest thing I've ever put near my skin, she says, looking up at me as if she's about to cry. It's not that bad, I lie. The uniform is pink and black, with wide vertical stripes running down the blouse and knee-length shapeless black skirt. It is too, and we evidently have to wear our own shoes, she says, pointing to her feet. That could be a problem. She's wearing her customary clunky hiking boots, and I have my white Nikes. Gross, I say. Exactly. I sigh. Well, it sucks, but we've got bigger problems. Just wear what you've got. We have to get those crumbs back from Gabby, or there's no point in doing any of this. The end. That's the end of the next chapter of the Christmas Witch. As you can see, problems everywhere. Oh my days. Thanks for listening and many blessings. Wysteria. Energy. Twister.